2025 has been a shocking year for aviation. From tragic mid-air collisions to devastating crashes overseas, it feels like every month brings another frightening headline.
Deadly plane crash right into a neighborhood in Sandy.
But is the sky really more dangerous than ever, or are we just paying more attention? Today, we'll break down the accidents, the causes, and the truth behind the so-called spike in plane crashes this year. In the United States alone, there have already been 19 fatal crashes this year, claiming over 100 lives. Globally, the number climbs higher. More than 60 deadly incidents with around 188 fatalities so far. But here's the twist. The total number of accidents is actually slightly lower than in 2024. So why does 2025 feel so much deadlier? The answer lies in a handful of high-profile disasters that shook public confidence worldwide. Let's look at some of the crashes that grabbed headlines. The Potomac River Collision, Washington, D.C.
This is a live shot of the scene. A plane has crashed into the Potomac River.
A U.S. Army helicopter collided with a Bombardier regional jet in January. 67 lives lost in seconds. The deadliest U.S. aviation disaster since 2001, Air India Flight 171, Ahmedabad.
India plane crash, which killed 260 people, has found the fuel control switches of the Boeing 787 Dreamliner.
In June, this jet went down just after takeoff, killing more than 260 people, including victims on the ground. A tragedy that left an entire nation in mourning. Angara Airlines Flight 2311, Russia.
CNN has exclusively obtained 2 new videos offering a more direct angle and vantage.
A navigational error turned fatal in July. 48 lives lost when the plane descended too early on approach. Dhaka fighter jet crash, Bangladesh. Not even a commercial flight. A military jet slammed into a school, killing 36 people on the ground, most of them children. Even non-fatal accidents captured attention, like Delta Connection Flight 4819, which broke apart during landing in Toronto, reminding us how close disaster can come. So why does 2025 feel like the skies are falling? The answer is visibility. Social media spreads every incident instantly, while dramatic footage, passengers evacuating on slides, flaming engines, or burning tires, goes viral within minutes. What most people don't realize is that the vast majority of crashes happen in small private planes. General aviation, tiny aircraft flown by individuals, accounts for over 90% of aviation deaths worldwide. Commercial jet travel, despite the headlines, remains incredibly safe. Still, there are very real challenges in aviation right now. Staffing shortages at the FAA and in air traffic control, meaning fewer people overseeing more planes. Aging infrastructure and maintenance pressures, outdated equipment and workforce cuts put strain on the system. Climate change and severe turbulence, storms are stronger, more unpredictable, and putting more stress on modern aircraft. And sometimes it's simply human error. Pilots misreading instruments, maintenance lapses, or ground crews missing critical details. Each crash in 2025 has its own chain of causes, but most come down to the same equation: pressure, fatigue, and fragile systems stretched thin. For passengers, numbers don't matter. It's the fear that lingers. Survivors describe the smell of smoke in the cabin, the panic of rushing down slides, the helplessness of waiting for rescue. But here's the truth. Even in a year like 2025, your odds of dying in a commercial flight remain less than 1 in 11 million. You are statistically safer in the air than in your own car on the way to the airport. So yes, 2025 has felt like a rough year for aviation. Big crashes shook headlines, social media amplified the panic, and real systemic issues need fixing. But despite the tragedies, flying is still the safest form of mass transportation. Each incident is studied in detail, lessons are learned, and changes are made to prevent the same mistakes again. Next time you step onto a plane, remember this: the skies are watched by thousands of people dedicated to keeping you safe, and history shows they're doing their job well. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, hit like, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Aircraft for more stories from the world of aviation.